Damn, you actually got it.
I know, right? What's up, guys? Welcome
Episode
back.
1
It's good to be back.
of many.
Dude, hopefully, man. Honestly, like, I hope. It's the goal.
Yeah, hell. Alright, so
this is the week of Monday 14th, I hope.
Monday the 14th, I hope you're watching this at 9 a.m. Subscribe.
Come on, subscribe.
Bell notification on.
Yeah, man, come
all
on.
that stuff. If you're not, well, you're not a real fan, are you?
Yeah, man. Like, what are you doing? Please subscribe. Come on.
So, today's our first actual episode where we're going to give you metal news, album reviews.
I'm very excited.
Some stuff to look forward to.
I'm excited.
Some stuff going on local and all the above. So,
yeah, man. It's a little bit of everything. We're just going to, see what works, see what people like. And, it's a work in progress. It's our first actual video, so please.
It's up to you guys to let us know.
Yeah, come on. It's in the comments. The comments exist. Alright, so I guess let's get down to business, right? Alright. So, I think, we're gonna do, for reviews, we're gonna do,
We got reviews today. Mainly, we got 5 bands.
Yeah.
We got Gate Creeper, Entrails, Exhumed, Insomnia, and The Devil Wears Prada.
I'm gonna be reviewing
all
that.
released albums really soon, and you'll see that towards the middle of the video or towards the end. We'll have the legit reviews at the end.
Yeah. We're gonna bring them in, sprinkle them in every now and then in conversations, but we have an actual segment here where you can, listen to us in depth, talk about it in depth, one-on-one conversation, and keeping it intimate. We gotta make it intimate.
And there's also we'll give you guys later in the video. We'll give you guys what else to expect through this week, just for this week, the week of the 14th. So,
yeah. So stay up to that. There's a lot of information packed in this first episode. So pay attention.
We're just kind of catching up the first 2 weeks of October since we started kind of the middle of the month.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna kind of say what's been going on these last couple weeks, and then from now on, every week will be a new week, new stuff.
Yeah, for real.
So started off month of October. You found out that.
So I've been listening to While She Sleeps for a while, since like probably.
Oh wow.
Since middle school. I want to say since middle school. Like I really.
Get it because it's wow.
Yeah, bro, come on. It's a band name, guys. Look them up. They're really good.
Wow.
But yeah,
hopefully that's not sexist.
I don't know. They're like a small band from England. So like they're an independent band. So you gotta respect them. You gotta give them props for that, because that's hard. So they announced recently that they're gonna be doing a massive headlining tour, 2020. Not really North America, because I don't think they have any dates in Mexico, but I might be wrong.
Is that?
I don't want to say it on the camera, but
they're going to Canada and United States, but not Mexico. What is this, Donald Trump?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
They can't get past the wall or something. I don't know.
I might be wrong, but yeah. But I'm actually really excited because like they're a really good band, and I feel like they might not be as recognized as I'd like them to be. Like they definitely deserve.
Are you gonna go see them though?
It's the plan. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I want to go see them, especially since it's a big tour. So I'm really happy for that personally, and I know if you're a fan of them, you probably are too. Cause they don't really.
You don't got the months or anything, just to tell.
No, I didn't. I wasn't able to pull. I mean, like I'm pretty sure I could find that information. I just didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't do enough.
Or you
research.
can go look it up yourself.
Yeah, come on. You're on your phone right now. Pause this video, look it up, come back.
No, don't pause our video.
No.
This comes first.
No, but like, come on. People have short attention span these days, man. Come on.
Sure.
They really do. I know I'd do that. I'd come back. I'd go. I'd come back.
All right. On to more serious news. James Hetfield. If you don't know him, wrong page, I guess.
Yeah, come on, dude. What are you doing?
Well, if you don't know him, Metallica frontman, greatest riff writer of all time.
Heavy hand.
All down picks.
Heavy hand.
He's back in rehab.
Unfortunately, that
After
actually made me sad.
15 years of being sober.
That actually made me really sad.
I think they need a break.
Like they've been on, like, I don't blame them, honestly. I really don't blame them. Like they've been on like tour nonstop.
Unfortunately, Australia is not going to get to see Metallica very soon. So.
I know, like they've been on tour like nonstop since like.
I know, but they're a big band. It's expected of them.
Yeah, I know, but like, come on, like they need a break. They need a break, man. Like I don't blame them for turning to alcohol.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, like come on, like like same
also,
thing,
Kirk Hammett went to rehab for too many wall pedals.
Oh.
He's trying to make it maybe like 2 or 3 on a stage instead of like 12.
Yeah, come on. He's trying to beat Rob Scallon, bro, on the record. He's trying to beat him.
Yeah, bro. most wall pedals and one pedal board.
Dude, hey man, it can.
So yeah, so James Hetfield is back on the wagon with alcohol.
Yeah, but hey man, he's old.
Must have been something bad happened. We don't know. There's not a lot of
information.
Not a lot of information on why.
Metallica stays quiet.
Maybe it's Lars. I know Lars gets on James Hetfield's nerves a lot.
Yeah.
I mean.
But so does the road though.
You never know.
I don't know. Hey, but you know, Ozzy also postponed tours too, man.
Yeah, but
yeah, just like you know, so we gotta talk about that too.
Postponed tours, yo.
Oh, not tours. Fuck, what am I saying? He postponed a couple shows, didn't he?
I don't know. You tell me.
I think he did.
I just know he's only famous because of Post Malone.
Oh, dude, I actually like that song. I'm gonna admit it. I like
the beginning and end.
I'm gonna admit it.
Where there's Ozzy's voice and the guitar solo.
I actually like that song. Like it's true. It's true.
UK tours for a second time.
So he postponed tour shows in the US.
The UK.
In the UK. Sorry.
Yeah, the European tour that he postponed for a second time because of health
issues. Dude, like that guy, is he healthy? Is he not healthy? Like, do we know?
Recently, that's why he's been pretty bad lately.
I know, but like, I feel like he's always been like the same person though. Like, you know, like he gets sick and like is he improving?
I mean, people who don't know Ozzy probably think he's been sick since the 70s, right?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I worry for him, man. I worry for him. Damn, that's a lot of shows. That is a lot of shows. Holy shit.
From the end of January to the beginning of March, all of the shows canceled.
Damn.
He's expected to come back on what day? What day is it?
It's the
May.
Dude, no,
May 27th.
Damn.
In Atlanta, Georgia.
Damn. So I think he literally canceled everything in the UK.
Everything in the UK is canceled, and he's coming to where it matters, in the US.
I wouldn't say that, man. Like he's a British dude. So this is his home country.
Got big because of the United States.
Did he? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a historian. But yeah.
Yeah, so that's two tours postponed due to health.
Yeah, man, it's sad.
Don't know what the big deal is with both of them. We don't know what's the problem. Didn't really hear much on what's wrong with Ozzy. I mean, he is old, but
yeah, man, I just wish him the best. I wish both of them the best. Both of them are musicians that are getting kind of old, but their presence is still important.
They need their time.
They need their time to rest, but they also need their health.
Yeah, so pretty much James Hetfield and Ozzy Osbourne both out. But on to more better news. Slayer's writing has a movie coming out, the Trilogy.
The Trilogy, yeah. Trilogy. I don't know. I think I misspelled it.
Found out it's coming into theaters near us in November 6th, one day.
One day only.
Yep. So you know how pricey that's gonna be.
Nah, it's a movie theater, so like, come on.
It's a pricey, plus it's a one-day thing, so
yeah,
I'd assume.
But like, hey man, popcorn smacks. You're watching a movie.
Are you gonna go see it?
I'm gonna see it. Yeah, why not? Well, are you gonna go see it?
I don't know. I haven't been invited yet.
Bro, let's go. Let's go, man.
We gotta figure out them ticket prices though. It's over $8.
I'll look. I'm looking it up right now.
It's over $8. You get what I mean? It's over my budget.
It's over, man. Bro, we'll go on a Tuesday, bro. We'll go on a Tuesday.
Yep. And then they're releasing a new movie, which is basically about their just touring recently. It's kind of like the thing Metallica did, but I think it's a little more realistic.
I think it's more of a documentary on the.
It's not an entire documentary. It's just a recent.
No, it's about the last tour, the farewell tour.
Yeah, the last tour.
They're talking about the farewell tour, yeah. Let me read the synopsis, guys.
Speaking of last tour, their last day is here in LA.
Dude.
And I want to go.
Dude, I want to go to. My coworker got tickets, bro. He dropped like $400. I was like, bro.
I want to go. If the last show is at the Forum, never seen him live, and I don't want to take a chance. But if somehow hundreds of dollars appear in my hand before November 30th,
dude,
at this rate, I doubt it. But
I doubt it too.
Another list of bands that I haven't been able to see due to
retirement issues,
old age.
Hey man, but you always.
Speaking of someone who's old that I've already seen, Rob Halford.
Oh, dude, yeah, he's coming out the Christmas album. Dude, I always knew he had. He was like, he's joining a long line though. Like, there's so many. You got like Dave Grohl, you got Lemmy, all those guys. Ronnie James Dio.
Megadeth.
Fucking what's that one actor that he was in Lord of the Rings? What was his name?
Stop exposing me. Everyone's gonna mad because I haven't seen the Lord of the Rings.
No, it's not that. It's the is it Christopher Lee? He did some really. He has a great voice. Rest in peace. He did some great Christmas albums. If you never listened to him, I say you should check him out.
Guess you could say you're gonna have a gay holiday.
No, was he gay?
I'm talking about Rob Halford.
Oh yeah. Talk Christopher Lee, man. With his Christmas stuff. He has just a nice voice.
Yeah. So Rob Halford, seen once, got his autograph thanks to my dad. Same thing for the show. Saw him in 2014. Thankfully, I got to see Glenn Tipton play. Got to see that man play guitar shred like he's been doing since the 70s. And yeah, Rob Halford doing his Christmas album. Don't know when that's gonna drop, but it's been in the news recently. But it's probably gonna be soon because it's a holiday album. So
yeah, I know it's gonna be in October. I know that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in October.
Hence why we're talking about it.
So, but I honestly, I should have done more research. I should have. But hey, man, this is the real us. They gotta see who we are. You know? So also, like, Devil Driver.
Speaking of tours that are being dropped,
Devil
Driver drops out of a metal cruise.
Cause the dude's wife, she got cancer. I was like, bro, dude, everyone's getting sick.
The lead singer's wife diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah, everyone's getting sick, man. Like, my prayers go out to everyone in the metal community, cause, bro, like, everyone's getting sick, and it's just sad. Like, good music getting like sucks. But there are also some bands that are doing some shows. Lee McKinley of Buenos Osiris. By the way, if you haven't listened to Lee McKinley's solo album, I would highly recommend it. It is amazing.
Who is he?
He's the guitar player for Buenos Osiris.
Okay.
They just announced a tour, Buenos Osiris, to help suicide prevention, and I honestly don't think there's any dates near me, but if you get the chance, see it, it's in your town, you should go support the band, help fund suicide prevention, because it's an epidemic we have.
It's my new band.
Just kidding. You should check it out.
And also, if you're gonna go see them, might as well bring your new Alice in Chains bourbon.
Yeah, dude, so many bands.
Metallica has their whiskey, and a lot of other bands have their whiskey.
Iron Maiden has their own beer, right?
Iron Maiden has their own beer. Now Alice in Chains is hopping on the bandwagon.
Motorhead has
their new line of bourbon.
Dude, honestly, like,
I can't wait to try it. I don't know about you. Oh, you can't.
I can't try it. Sorry.
Damn.
I'm sorry, but I can try like the corn coffee. The coffee.
I'll have it right here, just in front of me.
Corn's doing coffee too. What's the one dude from System of a Down? He's doing coffee.
But isn't Korn, like, didn't the lead singer say that the name of Korn was funny to him when they first came up with it?
Yeah, man, but dude, it's Korn.
We just heard about that.
We did. It's Korn.
The lead singer said that Korn was a hilarious name to him when they came out with it, and it still is a hilarious name.
Mhm. But like, dude, like it's like Kiss, you know?
It's like they had a 2-year-old draw their logo and they put the K backwards. But whatever. Yeah. So line of bourbon. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what the price range is.
Yeah.
Maybe too bougie for me, or maybe it'll be like all the rest of them that are just cheap.
Just collectors. He'd be a cool collector collecting novelty.
Never tried any other band's whiskey or whatever. I've seen the Metallica one a lot, but never thought to pick it up because I just result right back to Jack Daniels or Jameson. But
Ooh, I
I don't know. Eventually.
Sober.
You're sober, so you've done it?
No, I'm sober, bro. It's Sober October, bro. Sober October. Disturbed's vocalist wants to do the national anthem in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but they're probably not gonna give it to him.
Dude, what is this hate towards metal musicians, man?
Any metal musician that wants to do the Super Bowl, no.
Anything.
I just want to see Metallica do it.
They need.
That's it.
They need to do it.
I just want to see a big band like Metallica play it.
It's been like the same people every year, didn't like? What's that?
How are you gonna? Last year, they had Coldplay and what was the rapper's name that they?
Oh, Travis Scott.
Travis Scott.
He was there for like a minute and then he disappeared.
They had Coldplay play. What the? Oh my god, that was such a downer.
Dude, or like when the Red Shivers,
they disrespect SpongeBob with Travis Scott.
Bro, I was like,
but if you guys saw last year's Super Bowl, the author, the creator of SpongeBob passed away last year, and they tried to, or I think it was this year in February. He passed away prior to that, and then everyone wanted them to do like a SpongeBob halftime show.
Yeah.
They wanted them to do Sweet Victory. And then it was so sad because then they did the intro. If you've seen the intro, if you're a 90s child like me, you've seen the intro plenty of times. And
Sweet Victory.
They totally messed it up.
I know, man. I was sad.
They did the intro with the trumpets and the brass instruments, and then it just cut to Travis Scott.
I don't really watch sports, but I try to watch that.
How are you going to cut off one of the greatest for someone that's kind of trendy right now?
But he was also there for like a minute. I would have been okay.
Travis Scott has ruined a lot of things. Travis Scott ruins the SpongeBob intro, and he also ruined the Tommy Lee roller coaster thing that he does with his drums.
Oh yeah.
Because I heard that he's been using that on his tours.
No, they didn't. Tommy Lee sue him for that.
No, but it didn't work.
It didn't work.
No,
but
still doing it. Yeah, if everyone knows Tommy Lee when he did the whole spinning in circles with his drum set, well, Travis Scott does it now, and he just sits in a chair, buckled up, and goes around circles, and it's, I don't know, it's kind of funny. Like you said,
Tommy Lee got mad.
Sued him, got mad, went on a rant, but didn't work because he doesn't own a roller coaster. It's just kind of like his own trademark.
Mm-hmm. It was kind of like his thing back in the day, but hey man, Motley Crue retired, so like that
was so long ago.
Dude,
that was like 30 years ago.
That was like 2015.
It was 2020. I think it's 2015. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
one of those days
31st.
Well, that's usually it was during the time when you went to go do a bunch of stuff for New Year's Eve and I was by myself at home.
Bro, hey, I don't remember.
And I remember just like listening to Motley Crue at like 11 p.m. because of their final thing, and it was just me, but that's everywhere, right?
Hey man,
but
we'll do something this year. We'll do
next year.
We'll do something this year, bro. This New Year's Eve.
So also on top of that,
Van Halen.
Putting the Super Bowl aside.
Oh, well, boy, let me just ask you this though. Like, who do you think is gonna go to the Super Bowl this year? Well, place your bets now.
Any pop or Cardi B.
No, I'm talking about, okay, that's your artist. Okay.
Wait, you're talking about the Super Bowl teams?
Like, yeah, the teams.
Oh, Green Bay and Patriots.
Okay, so you want to see that go down?
Green Bay and Patriots. Green Bay for sure and Patriots for sure.
Okay.
As long as nobody cheap shots Aaron Rodgers again. I have to get out of my seat for that. We're 4-1 though. I think the Patriots are 6-0, so we're 4-1. Doesn't matter. We're still at the top of the NFC North right now.
Yeah.
Drew Brees is out, so it should make it easier for us to get out of there. But that's on a tangent. Green Bay, Patriots, count on it.
And then he says Cardi B for the halftime show.
Something that's popular right now.
I am gonna say Billie Eilish. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name, Eilish. Because she's been
Did you see that she came out with the new logo?
I did see that.
Guys, all those metal fans that hate on posers, go look at the new Billie Eilish or whatever you call it. Her new clothing line. She put her name into a font of usually death metal and black metal bands.
Yeah.
And it's people are trying to make it trendy now, even though it's been trendy since forever.
Yeah. Like I think she's like the biggest star right now, so I feel like she'll probably be on like the Super Bowl. Like she'll probably like break some record or something.
Probably won't even have to sing or anything. Probably just have to stand up there.
Yeah, I mean that's what most of them do. No, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, like they were like fake playing their instruments, which was sad. I was sad. That broke my heart a little bit.
It sucks when you watch the Super Bowl and you just basically don't watch the halftime show because of. I mean, Kiss did it in '98, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
I think so. Or is that Dodger Stadium? Something like that. Whatever. On to something else. Well, Van Halen.
Oh, Van Halen. We're gonna talk about Van Halen. They're old. Hiatus.
Van Halen. Not much to say. They've been doing pretty for a long time.
Honestly, like they just became a family band, and then that's when like they just stopped being relevant.
Because now you got Eddie still playing guitar, you got Alex still on drums, and you got Eddie's son playing bass.
Like
Wolfgang. What a name.
It's a cool name, Wolfgang Van Halen. Like that name slaps.
Hey, what's your name? Wolfgang.
Wolfgang Van Halen. That's such a badass name. That's just like a. It's a big dick name, bro. It's a big dick. I use my one.
Your spirit animal.
Is. Think about that, bro.
Yep, they're on hiatus again, I guess.
Dude. Hey man, you like Cradle of Filth, right?
Kinda. They're alright. They're an alright black metal band.
I've listened to a couple songs. I enjoy them. But yeah, they announced that they're gonna postpone October shows to work on a new album. So I'm honestly
bad news, but good news. You like the black metal, that theatrical stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Personally, my favorite black metal band right now that's pretty popular is Demo Borgir. But Cradle of Filth's up there with a lot of the other older bands. But yeah, they're postponing shows to work on new music though. Not any bad devastating news. Just they feel like they need to get into the. I mean, I guess it's kind of bad planning, but I guess.
My coworker showed me this really like underground like black metal from like somewhere in like Eastern Europe, and it had like probably like a couple hundred listeners on Spotify. But if I can remember the name, I'll put it on the description. You guys want to check that out because it was really interesting. It was really cool. It was a nice little spin on it. Cause I'm not a big black metal guy, but like they did something that was pretty cool, pretty new, pretty different. So I'll let you guys know later about that.
Yeah, Van Halen doing their thing, not really getting together, but it's been like that since the '80s, right?
Mm-hmm. And then
starting off with David Lee Roth, and then Michael, the bass player, ended up doing the same thing to Eddie. Yeah, like I said, it's just a family thing now. And now, what's going on is David Lee Roth talking about he doesn't know if they'll ever be the same.
Yeah.
I don't think they've been the same since
he left.
Since the '80s.
Honestly,
Sammy Hagar era was pretty good.
I have to disagree with you on that, man. I'm sorry to everyone. I'm not being sorry because people like Sammy Hagar a lot, and I never really I was like, it's like Van Halen to me is what David Lee
probably
Roth,
a lot of people don't listen to. You either listen to the first couple years of Sammy Hagar or the old David Lee Roth stuff. No one listens to anything pretty much past that. I mean, except for those outliers, the heavy Van Halen fans. But for the most part, I only listen to David Lee Roth and the first couple Sammy Hagar albums.
I stick to David Lee Roth exclusively. No offense, Sammy Hagar. No offense.
It's the Red Rock.
Huh?
Sammy Hagar couldn't do somersaults in the air, so I guess they were
exactly. That's what Van Halen. Van Halen was a show, dude. Hey man, you know Stevie T. Hey man.
Stevie T
dropped out of the Dragon Force tour due to his anxiety.
Stevie T, for all you older people
who don't know
about Stevie T, you know, YouTubers like him who are just kind of they're acts, but they're also he's really good at guitar. I recommend checking out his channel.
He's really funny. He's gotten better.
He's hilarious, good at guitar, and he kind of just makes parody videos. But again,
he used to be cringier. I still watch him. I've watched him for a while. I started watching when he was cringier, but now he's gotten better. And I'm like, maybe I've gotten cringier. I don't know, but
I think
he's really cool.
Your life is taking a tangent.
My life is taking a tangent.
And so, well, yeah, a lot of people's is, but let's not get to that. Stevie T made a video saying that he could join, he saw Herman Lee on Twitch say that Stevie T can join Dragon Force, but he'd have to play the triangle.
Dude, the triangle is hard.
Stevie T made a video about that, and then I guess all the hype ended up saying Dragon Force bass player dropped out of the recent tour, and so Herman Lee asked Stevie T to do bass for the tour, and Stevie T was 100% ready until days before the tour was going to start. He dropped out because he was nervous and anxious about playing with such a
big band,
a high thought band. It's just, you know, crazy songs. You know, everyone knows Dragon Force for their one through the Fire and Flame song from Guitar Hero. But you know, imagine that, but you know, 10 more times. You know, another more fast and power metal songs.
Yeah.
Stevie T can keep up with it, but it's just the anxiety of playing in front of thousands, tens, hundreds of thousands of people.
It gets to you, man.
He wasn't ready, and you know, I mean, if you were asked to go from your bedroom to 100,000 people a night tour, it'd probably be very nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he put out a video recently saying that he dropped out of it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people might have thought it was a joke because, like,
he's Stevie T.
He's Stevie T. A lot of things he says are supposed to be funny and parody, but he was serious, and Herman Lee was serious about having him on the band. And recently he even feels bad because if you've seen the latest Dragon Force music video, Stevie T is in the video with the triangle. It's a cartoon of it.
That's dope.
And so he kind of felt bad because they included him in the video and he dropped out. But
yeah,
you know what I mean? He's a bedroom guitar player, not a rock star yet.
Hopefully, though, I feel like it's something he would want to do. He's just battling that anxiety.
He said that in the video that he doesn't want to do that.
No, I feel like
YouTube's his thing.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe like deep down he wants to.
He would like to, but like he said in his video, he said that it's not for him. YouTube's where he wants to do. He wants to do what he's usually doing. Mm-hmm. He'd rather make money through making funny videos online, which is, you know, fine by me. You know.
Yeah.
I like my monthly videos of Stevie T.
Does he really do it? He doesn't do it that monthly.
It doesn't.
It's more frequent than that. Frequent. He just kind of does it when he's done with the video. He doesn't have like a schedule, which I can respect. I can respect that. You know, some people can't do that. All right, so I'm just gonna apologize to you guys again. I'm sorry, but I was gonna do Steel Panther review because I like Steel Panther.
Steel Panther came out with a new album,
Heavy Metal Rules, and I was ready. I listened to the album.
We listened to it,
and it's funny. It's not. It's kind of a
funny
cliche.
as usual, but it's Steel Panther at its core.
Yeah, it's just like it sounded like the same jokes, and
the
like
same songwriting, the same parody, the same jokes about sex and.
It's not worthy of a full review.
It's still funny. You can listen to it. It's still funny.
It's good-ish.
What was the one song? Fuck Everyone.
Oh yeah, Fuck Everyone.
That was a funny song.
That was a good song.
I feel like if you're somebody who tailgates or does any sort of bad driving or just an annoyance to the public, you should listen to the song Fuck Everyone because that one's just for you specifically.
I like it. It's a good song.
It's funny. You want to laugh? I got to see them live, thankfully.
One day I hope to.
I got to see them when I went to go see Judas Priest in 2014, and I didn't know who they were at the time. I know Satchel probably thinks I'm crazy, but I didn't know who they were at the time, and me and my dad were just like, who's this still? It was funny. It was awesome. Their songs are awesome. Their older songs. You know, they bring out the best in the women in their crowd, even though they may be 40, 50 years old, but I mean, there's still some young girls out there.
They have charm, bro. They have charm.
There's still some young girls out there that are, you know, putting it out there for Steel Panther.
They have charm.
They just started their own tour too. They just started a couple days ago.
Yeah, for the album.
And yeah, I mean, check out Steel Panther if you're looking for that classic '80s hair metal.
Parody.
It's a parody. They're really good musicians, but at the same time, their band it's an '80s parody band.
Yeah, like that's a joke, you know. So you kind of have to.
I don't want to call it a joke either because I feel like it's really good music too.
It is like
their lyrics are what's the joke.
Yeah.
The lyrics that surround their music is what's supposed to be a parody and funny.
They accept.
The music is awesome. I like their music. I like Satchel's a guitar player. Everyone in that band.
They know what they're doing. They definitely know what they're doing.
But yeah, if you want to go back into the 80s and listen to some hair metal, Steel Panther will bring you right back, but maybe just a little more funnier than that.
And more relevant too. They have some modern culture references.
Modern slang.
Modern slang. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. But yeah,
we didn't get to review that one because we didn't
deem it worthy enough to have a full explanation because Steel Panther is
I feel
Steel
like
Panther,
if you just listen to the other albums, you'll get the same thing.
Yeah. So if you're familiar with Steel Panther, you're familiar with Steel Panther. If you're not, listen to it. Have your own opinion on it.
I recommend you listen to the older ones because they have better songs.
Yeah, but if you want your own opinion on it, just listen to it. Yeah, let's move on to our album reviews. Me and Brian are gonna talk about Gate Creeper, the new album, Deserted. Top notch, my opinion.
Are you? The sleeve is not on it anymore due to the comment section. Thank you. You know who that is. I know who posted the word first. Like, come on, dude. Come on, Brian. Skater Brian.
Come on, bro. Come on.
We don't.
Shout outs.
That's shit, so man. Like 10 years ago. Like.
Bro, hey, it's coming back, bro.
We want feedback.
It's
not
coming back, bro.
On first to comment. The only person that gave us a good comment was my dad, and he said to take the sleeve off so he can see it. Put in the light. These are the bands. Might as well take it out of the sleeve while we talk about it. So
limited edition.
The song starts off with the title track "Deserted," and
honestly,
it's a banger off the bat.
It is a banger off the bat. It's just so much energy and just like no fucks given. It's just like, you know what? This is us.
I got a limited to 1,000 limited edition.
Dude, shout us out, Gate Creeper.
Gate Creeper. Gate Creeper is, they have that HM2 sound of a lot of the Swedish death metal bands from the 90s. I've heard that they don't like being considered one of those bands, but I mean, if you're going to use that guitar pedal and get that sound, there's no way you're going to escape being similar to that.
Hey, but it's a good sound. Like, I feel like that sound is coming back, It's like a little revival of that sound, and they're definitely this album off the bat did great in sales.
Deserted, it immediately starts with just the heavy down-tuned guitars straight off the bat, hits you right in the chest with their open chord in the beginning, and the first song, Deserted, a great way to start off the album. Like a lot of Gate Creeper songs, it's very metaphorical, but also very gory and very in your face material. They also gave us the lyrics with all the bands. With all the names of the songs. I think there's like 8 songs on this, and then it comes with this cool art on the back. I don't know if you can see that, but
all that with the artist, Be More. He's a really good artist. Check him out. I looked him up. He has some really cool pieces. So if you're into that.
Gate Creeper released the songs Everlasting, Boiled Over, and From the Ashes before they released the album. They released a video for From the Ashes. It's a pretty interesting video. It's basically got the deserted aspect to it. So start off with Deserted, very in your face. Puncture Wounds, more harmonic, more lead. Gate Creeper, from what I've known, they've only have 2 albums, and they're not really a very, what would you say? They're not very many solos in their songs. It's just simple lead stuff, simple melodies. But Puncture Wounds, the second song of the album, has some of that in it, which is what I looked forward to, along with just the heavy riffs in general. Then it goes into the song From the Ashes, which they put a video out for. And that one's really, really melodic as well. I would say like my favorite, I would say my under the radar favorite would be the song Barbaric Pleasures, because a lot of their songs remind you of Dismember, which is like they have that HM2 sound. They're one of the OG HM2 Swedish death metal bands, and I feel a lot of their songs have that melodic sort of thing that Dismember did. And personally, my favorite is the all-time classic Entombed, where it's more raw and more in your face, more fast and crazy, and Barbaric Pleasures brought a lot of that to that song, which kind of made me think back about that entomb sound that I really like. And yeah, that was a really good song for me. I don't know if you had a song that you really liked.
I liked Everlasting a lot, and Absence of Light, the very last song. I liked him. Yeah, I just recently discovered Gate Creeper because he showed me probably like 2 months ago, and it's kind of like a breath of fresh air. There's just like, because so many bands sound like everyone else, and I feel like Gate Creeper had the nice revival. They knew what to play at the right places. They had, whoever mixed his album did a really great job. Like, what's his name? Shout out to
Ryan Bram.
Ryan Bram, the engineer. That the way it was mixed, the way it's put together I was like, damn, like that is like, few bands care about that nowadays. About just going in natural but getting the right tonality out of it. I feel like bands nowadays are getting more technical, more.
I feel like in this album compared to their debut album, they made this one a little more, I wouldn't say choppy, but they put more editing into this album, especially with the song Everlasting and Boiled Over, their first 2 songs. There's a lot more, you can see a lot more production put into it. Unlike their first album, which was a lot more just raw and straight recorded. I kind of didn't know what to think when I first heard Boiled Over, with a lot of the sudden cuts and whatnot in the song, with the production, the mixing and mastering. But we were both pleased when we heard it for the first time before it came out, thanks to my pre-order. I heard it like a couple days. I heard it a couple of days before because of what they gave me in the package, and him and I listened to it together the day before it came out. So I would say songs you have. If you go check this out, I'd say the songs you have to go listen to. Didn't you like Ruthless?
I did like it too. Yeah.
I would say you have to listen to probably Everlasting, From the Ashes, and I would say probably Absence of Light. Those are probably the 3 that you should check out. It kind of gets a range. If you want to get the more raw sound, I would go listen to Barbaric Pleasures.
If you want a hype song, the first song too, Deserted.
And if you want to listen to something that's more Dismember-like, more melodic and slower, go listen to In Chains or Absence of Light. That has that more of a sound. Mm-hmm. But I think besides Absence of Light, In Chains, and Barbaric Pleasures, Gate Creeper has their own HM2 sound, their own sort of writing when it comes to the rest of the album.
Yeah.
So this album, whenever we do album reviews, we're gonna rate it out of 6, and we'll put the rating right below us. On this one, I honestly think it deserves like a 5 out of 6. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. I wouldn't just put this aside. I would listen to this, and it's not bad at all. It's really good for a sophomore album. Amazing. So,
I also give them a 5 out of 6. I agree with everything Brian was saying.
All right, so for our second album review, I'm going to be reviewing the album by Exhumed called Horror. They released this one on October 4th, the same day as Gate Creeper's Deserted. And I'd say a summary of this album was, this band goes back 30 years ago, and they've brought so much, many albums that brought a bunch of joy to many hardcore death metal fans. We all know that Exhumed sound, that very just over-the-top guitar tone, really nasty guitar tone with the growling vocalist. And, we've known them for their horror-inspired lyricism and their savage instrumentation, really just over-the-top songwriting. And with this album, it's nothing new. It's got some stuff that pop out here and there, but it's really just to their death grind roots. There, has a lot of passion in it. It's very gruesome and whatnot. So it's appropriate that they called it horror. This is their 9th studio album. I personally like the album Slaughter Cult, which is a really classic album for them. Go back and check it out. I think that this one would really suit for this Halloween time because of the what it's all about in this album. And I would say the good things about this album is it's pure death metal and crossover insanity. The album online also has 3 bonus tracks. It contains 18 songs, and only one of them goes over the 3-minute mark. So, very quick songs, classic of this band. It really doesn't have any warnings or build up. It's just full throttle from start to end, and that's what we all love. If you love Exhumed, you love that. So start to end craziness from front to back. And the tracks, they deliver a lot of bloodthirst. And the first song, the song Unsound, lets loose a bunch of blistering blast beats and thundering bass. And the guitars have this rhythm and spiral into moments of just melody. Ravenous Cadavers, another song off this album. It plays off the previous track, and the drumming added an extra heft alongside the rhythm guitar. The song includes a killer solo that discharges a sense of violence. When you listen to Exhumed, you expect that craziness and insanity from these solos, not just their overall songs. It has a killer solo. I recommend you listen to that one, Ravenous Cadavers. The song The Red Death involves some traditional Exhumed, where we go from death metal speed to a crossover jaunt. The switch up provides freshness to the song, in my opinion. It displays the band's ability to go deeper into their crazy compositions. The frontman and the bassist deliver throughout the album, bar none. And the song Scream Out in Fright provides a solid mix of the vocals from Matt Harvey and alongside the crazy gutturals that he also is really known for. On the other end, the cons to this album are it's repetitive, which is what we would assume to hear from this band. But again, very repetitive, very same work over the what we see in the genre and what we see throughout their albums. It's tough to consider it a negative though, as I said. It's what we expect from them, and they're set to capture that vibe and that vibe only, and on this album they just knocked it out of the park. Overall, I say that this album, Horror, makes it easy for some of the best fun and death metal that's come out this year. You won't really find anything overly technical or experimental in this, but they're not that type of band. So I wouldn't, why expect much more from that crazy death metal that they bring to the table? If you want to get your blood pumping, Horror's the music. I play that for Halloween. Play it right now if you're just laying in bed at 9:30 in the morning. It'll get you out of bed. I know it got me out of bed. So the creepy vocals and the gruesome lyrics with Horror, Exhumed has crafted an incredible love letter to the horror genre. I'd say the essential tracks you have to listen to on this album are Ravenous Cadavers, Ripping Death, and Naked Screaming and Covered in Blood. Those 3 songs are the top songs I would recommend you listen to. Probably the better songs in my opinion. And altogether, out of 6, I would rate the song a 4 out of 6. Alright, for the next album review I'm going to do, it's by the melodic death metal band Insomnium. Their new album is called Heart Like a Grave. I would say the thing that stands out most about this album, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this album, but the number one thing that stood out to me was production alone. Production by itself on this album is worth listening to. Whether you're not a Melodeath fan or you're not a death metal fan or whatever, or you're just a casual listener, Insomnium, they're a great Melodeath band known for a lot of their instrumentals and whatnot. The production on this album, I can't stress enough, was just amazing. And so even if you don't like the riffs or whatever, just the sound, the sonic coming from your ears if you listen to it on headphones is just whoever. I could not find the name of the person who mixed and produced this album, but props to them because they did an amazing job. I say that the songwriting could have been worse. It's not the top of the line Melodeath. It's on par with their previous album. So kind of, if you listen to the last one and move on, you're gonna get that sort of the same stuff, but not bad, not amazing, centered. Putting bands like Tool and Opeth aside right now, this new album was just, like I said, amazing at first take. It takes me right back to listening to the Metal Death classics that they're so known for. Found out that they had a replacement guitarist because their frontman the lead guitarist couldn't fulfill his duties with the band anymore. So the new guy came in and did a great job, just doing his job, filling in for the absent guitar player. And he sounds like he fits right in, and hopefully he'll go on with the band and play great stuff in the future. But he did amazing. He did a great job. He did his part, and the extra guitar tracks and vocal tracks that they layered in this album just are the ultimate. They fill your headphones and your monitors to the ultimate. And I know because I listen to it both on my monitors and my headphones, and it's just, if you want to not hear anything but music, this album is just full and just ultimate. Along with the sounds that they present in this album of sorrow and hope, usually with Insomnium, you feel this type of way, but this album also gave me a sense of greatness and well-being because it just, like I said, production alone, I can't stress, just made this album that much better. I would say that if this band isn't your thing, I would still give them a listen for the reasons I've mentioned. And after watching this episode, yes, definitely, along with the other bands, go check out their new albums and go check out this one. Don't skip this one. And overall, I'd give this out of 6, I'd give it a 4 out of 6. Alright, and my last review I'll do before I pass it on, Entrails. If you know Entrails, again, Swedish death metal from the 90s. This band goes back to 1990, along with their other bands like Entombed and Dismember. They were popular up until 1998 when they had to break up for personal reasons, and they didn't reform until 2008. And since then, they've just been working nonstop to fill for the 10 years that they lost. And Entrails, like Entombed and Dismember, have that classic Swedish death metal HM2 chainsaw guitar tone, along with the sporadic drums and the growling vocals. And on October 12th, just this past weekend, they released their 6th album, Rise of the Reaper, which begins with the flurry of crazy, distorted, staticky guitars, which is what we expect from this HM2 pedal, the glorious HM2 pedal. It's so bad, it's good. And I would say that this album, it's very vicious and pummeling as it is vital. The first song, For Hell, has a groovy riff that just goes on throughout the song, and it sounds like something you would put in the background of a horror film with its layered harmonies and the gallops that we know of classic Swedish death metal. A couple of songs like Miscreation and In the Shape of the Dead possess a more traditional heavy metal sound that we know from like the early 80s and whatnot, and it could still be a bit sluggish at times, which is what they're known for sounding like. With all the lethality and sluggishness that this album comes with, there may not be something for the casual listener. If you're out there just a casual heavy metal listener, probably not something you want to jump right into, but hey, by all means, if you want to be crushed and destroyed by the killer guitar tone, be my guest. I definitely would recommend it. Just don't say I warned you when you listen to it. Especially the song Gravekeeper. Not Gatekeeper, Gravekeeper. Get that correct. It's bound to put a smile on your face, especially if you're the casual listener. It's got that sluggishness, the melodies that we all know Swedish death metal for. It's just a classic song in general. In the later half of this album, it gets to be more punchy and uppity, for more or less crushing than the beginning was when I listened to it. The songwriting may be questionable because there's a lot of sudden stops and goes that aren't really something us the Swedish death metal fans are used to. But hey, always gotta try out something new, see what we like. I kind of liked it to be honest. But hey, I'm just one opinion. There's many of you out there that need to go listen to this album. And the harmonies at the end of Cathedral of Pain, there are with there's it's another reason why the songwriting might be questionable, because with the harmonies at the end of that song and the oddly tuned guitars in the outro, coincidentally called The End. It gives you this chilling feel when you listen to the outro with their acoustic guitars. And the outro is just plainly acoustics. I don't think there's any vocals or anything else going on. So it really mellows out and gives this chilling factor when you finish the album. I would say, talking about low effort song naming, calling your last song The End. But hey, whatever works, right? Overall, I'd say it's another great release by Entrails. This band, has been releasing albums back to back. Their last album in 2017, great album, and this one just adds to it. Not much bad stuff to say about this, and so because of that, my verdict is I give this one a 4.5 out of 6.
Hey, so I'm gonna be reviewing the new album by the Devil Wears Prada that came out this past Friday. Called The Act. Alright, I might have repeated that. I honestly have no idea. I'm sorry. So the Devil Wears Prada's new album is different. If you're a Devil Wears Prada fan, I have been for like a while, since early high school. You kind of know them for that band that's like with the guttural vocals, and they're fucking crazy. They're technical. They might be that Christian band. They're just not really Christian, or but they're a very heavy band. On the new album, they're definitely taking a risk. I personally really enjoyed listening to the album, because I feel like it was like still the band that I love, or that I really appreciate, and the things that I admire from them and have taken into the music that I like. They definitely kept those characteristics of what made them, and they were able to translate it very well into a sort of softer, cleaner genre, more like kind of like a metal band trying to write an alt rock music, or just like more mainstream music. They kept those characteristics that I really enjoyed, and they were able to translate it into this different side of them. Which honestly demonstrates to me that they can grow and they can change with the times. I really like that. I thought that was like really brave, and some bands are scared to do that, and some bands do it and it doesn't come out well, or some bands just never do it at all. And I feel like the Devil Wears Prada took a leap of faith, and they succeeded, because at least to me the album sounds great. It's really amazing. What else? It reminds me of Bring Me the Horizon, how when they dropped some of their metalcore, and took things a different direction. But I feel like the Devil Wears Prada is not Bring Me the Horizon, and they are doing their own thing in their own way, and it's coming out great for them so far. What else? They knew what they were doing, especially. At least I'm sorry that I'm saying this. Or maybe I'm not sorry. I don't know. If you're gonna listen to it, the very first song, Switchblade, like just grabbing me off the top. It was just intense. It was fun. It was like, whoa, like this isn't what I'm used to, but I love it. That's kind of like the feeling I had when I was listening to the first song, and they kind of stayed consistent. I was like, whoa, like I didn't expect this, but I don't hate it. It's like, whoa, and that was kind of like what I was experiencing, and I was like, this is really cool. Like you can still feel and sense the individual musicians playing with their techniques and their styles, but they're just giving you a side of them that you never expected to see, or you're probably not used to seeing. It's someone or something that you feel like very well, and I thought it was definitely that's my biggest thing about the album. Definitely check it out. The Act by the Devil Wears Prada. It's amazing. I recommend it. And honestly, I say I give it a 4.9 out of 6. So after album reviews, we're gonna do
we're gonna tell you some stuff to look out for this week.
Yeah. So starting off, do you want wait?
There's a band on the 18th of October. Necronomicon is coming out with their new album, Eunice.
But recently, this past Friday, was it Friday? Right, the 11th. Friday. Screamers came out with Highway of Heroes.
Screamer is a German heavy metal band that's kind of like stuff from the early 80s. So if you like that kind of stuff, they came out with an album on the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Highway of Heroes.
If you're into super technical,
jazzy, post metal.
I'm talking about Zoth.
Okay.
Oh, I'm talking about So I'm sorry, different band.
So today on the 14th, a band called Catharis 13 is coming out with the album Palindrome.
Yeah, check it out. Romanian, jazzy, funky, death metal, black metal. It's crazy.
It's a lot of genres together. I'm not joking. You'll hear saxophones, you'll hear violins, you'll hear guitars, you'll hear choirs.
It is beautiful.
If you're looking for a mind fuck, like go ahead. Yes. Comes out today.
If you're on the other side, on the other side of the spectrum, where you're like super like progressive, technical, brutal death metal, the band Zoth, it will be someone to check out. I really enjoy that side of music, and if you do too, definitely check out that band.
Zoth is coming out with Interdimensional Invocations on October 17th. And two other bands are coming out with albums on the 17th as well. Shrine of Insonabilis, German black metal band, is coming out with their album Vast Vortex Litanies.
On the 17th as well.
And another band releasing an album on the 17th is Mortiferum, which is more of a sludgy, brutal death metal band with their new album Disgorged from Psychotic Depths. That's also out on the 17th.
Stay on the lookout. Listen to them. A lot of good shit dropping on the 17th.
So that's all for this week. We'll update you on the next week with albums as well. So so that's it for albums.
And then I apologize for plugging my stuff in this section like we did last video, but my band Deicide.
We'll zoom in on this so you can get the
on the LA local scene. We play the LA local scene. You know, we got shows all the time. We're playing in Santa Ana, Malone's, and
they just played a show on Saturday, and they're gonna have another show on the next Sunday from today.
Yep.
On the 20th.
On the 20th, and then we're throwing our own show on the 26th.
Where's the one at the 20th gonna be?
It's gonna be at Malone's in Santa Ana.
Santa Ana.
And the 26th, we're throwing a show at Deicide HQ. So stay on the lookout for that. Also, if you don't know anything about the LA scene, check out all the other great bands like Reaper, Gatecrasher, and Fallacy. They also rock the metal scene. They're fucking crazy.
You'll see. He's definitely gonna post the flyers on his page.
Yeah.
We might post them on our platinum or our regular platform, and I'll probably add some of them too on mine. Yeah. So you'll see. Their band again is Deicide.
And check us out on Spotify.
Check them out, and if you want to see any of the other local bands, they'll also be on the flyers.
Yeah.
The ones that you see on the flyers are usually the ones that are always playing local shows.
Yeah.
So two upcoming shows for Deicide. Be there.
Yeah. Oh, and check out DRI. Oh no, this is in the past. Never mind. It was yesterday. The Gatecrasher played with DRI. Yeah, that was cool. And finally, to close our video, the comment section is there. It exists. If you tell us, recommend music, say any comment, anything, we're responsive. We want to do this right. So if you want to comment some suggestions, please. Comments work. Subscribe. Let us know. Follow us on Instagram.
Another thing I want to see you guys put in the comments along with the suggestions is put an album that you're listening to right now that you recommend. Yeah, for me, I've been listening to a lot of Left Hand Path, and I don't know about you. I don't know what you've been listening to.
I've been listening to a lot of Entrails.
Rise of the Reaper, and the older album, 2017 album.
Yeah.
All that Swedish death metal greatness. And put in the comments what you've been listening to, along with your suggestions for bands for us to check out.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying till the end.
This is our first video. It
means a lot to us.
We're gonna release this
on the 14th.
Today. Yeah, unfortunately. And so
signing off. Are we signing off now? We're signing off. We're signing off. Bye.